Hell no, it's not a friendly competition.
I want to be one of the best point guards to ever play the game.
A few avenues away from the world's most famous arena, the highest stakes basketball in New York was being played. Lift Sports pre-draft camp brought together a handful of NBA hopefuls, including projected lottery pick Jeremiah Fears.
The vision for Lift when we first started was ultimately just being a part of the game of basketball still, playing 17 years. So what I really wanted to do was look at building an agency that was led by basketball first, but surrounded with guys that were awesome around me that understood the business, understood the marketing, the ins and outs, with the contractual things, but just really basketball led, because whenever they're best basketball players, the better it is for the agency.
The players were housed at a luxury facility and worked out twice a day, hoping to boost their stock ahead of the 2025 NBA draft.
The importance of this camp and having a competitive pre-draft process is you're going through these team workouts, which are going to be competitive.
This pre-draft situation that we're in now, we designed it so it could be like it would be in the NBA.
It's really about stacking really strong days. And you got to start doing that 6 days a week to really prepare. And then you get a month and a half under your belt. Now when it's time to go meet those team workouts, your body is conditioned to go deal with that load.
You asked the question, how good can you eat in 60 days? You're really good in 60 days. It might not show right away, but it's the habits that you're building. I mean, if you take that same exact thing for the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, you become an absolute monster in the league, and that's what you want to be.
My life right now on a daily basis, I pretty much wake up, eat, get in the gym, get better, go lift with Rich.
And I do all types of core, movement stuff.
Head to the court, start stretching a little bit, get your shoes on, get ready to go. We start at 10:30 on the court.
And we're making our morning basketball sessions emulate what they're going to see with these teams. So the 75 minutes is going to be movement. You're going to be conditioning all these drills. You're not going to stop moving. You're going to be ball handling, you're working your finishing, your passing.
We work on some pick and roll read, go on catch and shoots, off the dribble threes.
Get a little bit of treatment in when I come back up to my room.
We try to do some recovery, go to a steam room, no sun at all. Sun is kind of bad.
Then I go to the gym again and do a bunch of shooting. And
now you're polishing, you're going to work on your shot. You're getting up a couple hundred shots, looking at numbers, and just trying to just keep better at their shot.
We finish around 5, and then you get more treatment. You're gonna go back at night and get some extra stretching. And after that, I got a little free time, so my free time I play the game, so I'll be on the game. And that's basically what a day looked like for us. Great experience, living out at Skyriser, working out 2 times a day, learning from one of the best, and just being around other people that have the same goal as me. It's been great so far.
It's rare to see talent of this caliber training side by side.
It's a special group. When Mike and I first started talking, we got really excited about this group.
Every prospect carries a dream and a real shot at stardom. One of the group's standouts was Jeremiah Fears.
Fears, man. He's a freak of nature.
Fears made his mark at Oklahoma State, becoming a one-and-done lottery pick with the poise, scoring touch, and vision to grow into one of the league's next premier guards.
I think the biggest thing about him that makes him who he is like he's one of the smartest, nicest kids off the court, but he's a dog on it, and you don't find that very often.
He's driven. He loves to compete. He has a swag to him that's just different.
I think, in my opinion, when you remake this draft for the next 5 years, he's going to be 1 or 2. And I just think he's that special because he lives in this gym. I mean, he literally loves being in here. Like, when we're done working out, it's impossible to get him out of here. I had to go tell him, go take care of your body. You're back here in a couple hours anyways. Like, it's all he thinks about. And he's been doing it since he's 13 years old. So you can see when people are like that, they progress out and they do a great job for the league.
He has the tools to do it, the athletic ability, everything. And like I was telling him, now you have to create a professional environment for yourself. That's going to be the key to taking it to the next level.
Another standout is Kam Jones, a 4-year guard out of Marquette, known for his toughness, leadership, and big shot ability. He's a projected early second rounder with the polish and poise to contribute right away.
You know, Cam is just, he's energy, he's Mr. Energy. He's a leader, he's an infectious personality, he's a funny, comedian, and he's a big, strong point guard.
Kam Jones, a bucket getter, very strong, high IQ, well-rounded player, and he's been there and done it for a long time.
I always find that a lot of NBA guys, especially rookies, struggle with being consistent, not physically, but mentally. Cam's already there. Right, you can tell when Cam doesn't feel his best, but when he comes to the weight room, he has that sustainable energy. We're talking about 6 months, Monday through Sunday. That alone helps you get better than most of the peers that you're gonna face in the NBA.
Hunter Sallis found his stride at Wake Forest after transferring from Gonzaga. A former 5-star talent, he's now a late second-round projection with the tools to rise through team workouts.
Hunter's, super uber talented, athletic, excellent defender.
Hunter's very bouncy. He can shoot the ball really well.
He's an explosive player. He can move.
You got the whole package. He'll go through a drill and just take off and just light the gym up. Again, they all have their own certain styles, and it's been fun to get to know them and watch them through this process. So all these sessions that we're going through now, you're seeing guys going at each other, and it was competitive. And I think that's an important part of the pre-draft process, is having that balance where, there's competition in all the drills, everything stays sharp, and the players can push each other.
Hell no, it's not a friendly competition, but it's like a respect thing, The balance between camaraderie and competition, it's kind of like that from here on out with our careers, playing professionally, even with your teammates. Everybody's competing for something, every day. It's not personal. There's no reason for, me to hold grudges for somebody if they beat me.
Yeah, it keeps you locked in. You're competing against guys every single day, whether or not it's shooting competitions or one-on-ones, and just getting each other better. That's what we all here for, just trying to, get to the highest level and compete up there.
And I'm going in there trying to kill anybody I'm working out with or going up against and my peers around me. It's just saying iron sharper iron, and I really believe that we do a great job just pushing each other and paving the way for each other and showing each other what it's going to be like at the combine and it's next up.
I can take the target if you're not going.
At any moment during camp, a player could get the call, a chance to fly out and prove himself in front of a team. Today, Hunter Sallis off to a private workout, hoping to boost his stock.
I think a lot of it's, it's quiet. You're in these, closed gyms, it's private workouts. It's a grind, it's a real grind, but it replicates, what your future's gonna be like.
It's fine that they don't realize, the work that's going into my craft right now, because I'm not doing it for them either. So, I'm in this to get my game, make sure my game is at the highest level it can possibly be going into this process. And, the work will show when it's time for the work to show. I'm gonna be ready for that opportunity whenever it comes.
So you learn a lot about the prospects in this process, where you see, they about the work, do they enjoy the work? Do they enjoy the process of getting better? And that really is a secret sauce of success. So for a lot of these teams.
The main thing I'm trying to get better at this offseason is just getting stronger, making sure I'm, in the weight room doing what I need to do, making sure I'm in the best shape of my life, which is, huge for the pre-draft process and going into all this stuff that's going on. Making sure my shot is consistent and feels the same way every time. And, if I do that, I like my chances against anybody, that I'm playing against.
Just continuing to be vocal. I talk to Mike about it every single day. I could get drafted to a situation where there's a lot of vets and a lot of older guys, and I have to kind of get them on my side, get them to trust me so that we can have the team chemistry and the team bond computer.
We have some young guys, to be able to see them come in here and have a level of maturity to do this stuff is awesome. Where they're not guys that are waiting to see, what the older guys are doing. They're gonna go there and set the tone and do the right thing.
So we're looking at these young guys and we have them for this amount of time, say 60 days, then it's only so much you can do within those 60 days, including the basketball workouts that they have and everything that they have. but we can start that process of building that they can take with them, either when they get drafted or as they're going throughout their journey as a pro. We're sparking that. We're saying, okay, this is how you need to train. These are the methods that you need to apply. And this is what you're going to be expected to do when you go to the next level.
I just be excited because they're in here with the same attitude and energy every day. It's easy to do it the first 2-3 days. It's hard to do it, week 3. Most importantly, you're creating those habits, building confidence, building mental and the physical part of it. But to me, the biggest thing that you can control is you control how well you shoot the ball, how hard you work. Those are 2 things that you're gonna come out of my camp always doing. Like, we're gonna build up the habits to shoot the basketball, and that stuff carries over. I think all of them could be 38 to 42% 3-point shooter. You do that, you're in the league forever. So build those habits, those routines, and just creating that posture.
It's been great. Mike, he's been there every step of the way. These last 3 months, he's done a great job of just continuing to teach us. He teaches us the ins and the outs of the game, and he's been there, and he basically is paving the way for us and showing us how it's supposed to be done.
I've been training with him. It's been real good, man. It's been real productive work. Coming in the gym every day with us in the morning, and him having great energy and him being there, it's been real fun. It's been a great process so far.
It's a great resource. He's played with the best, and he's been at the highest level, won championships. So, him giving us the knowledge on the court, you got to just feed into it and, take what he's saying and applying it to your game.
So I think his experience means the world to me. And him constantly preaching the massage, take care of your body, the recovery part of the basketball that other people may not look at. I mean, he get more respect than somebody that played the game but didn't get to the high of a level, I should say.
For him to be on the court and as involved as he is, it's such a value add. And even for me as a coach, I'm picking up little things from him. He has all the experience to pull from. So, and I think just giving the confidence that, hey, I've been in your shoes, I've done this before, and I've had success, I know what you're going through. And it gives them a level of confidence that they normally wouldn't get from another coach or trainer.
I've just been blessed, from my whole life to be about that game and be on the floor and be basketball, and I could still do it, still make an impact, or hopefully make an impact to these kids. It's every day I wake up, it's like I get to go out to the court, you know what I mean? And so it's just one of those things I can pay it forward, and so I had the opportunity to play for as long as I had. I took a bunch of people around me to help me do it, my mom, my dad, my agents, my coaches. So just building that team and hopefully being an asset for these guys going forward, not just for the kids, but also their families.
Today, Kevin Knox, former Florida State receiver and father of Kobe and Carter, came to watch Kobe's training.
I thought he was still a baby.
My big thing was just being able to defend at a high rate and getting stops on defense again, getting in transition and playing fast. So that's something I've been focusing on, just finishing and making my shots at a high rate.
Also visiting this week is Jeremiah's older brother, Jeremy, who also joined in on his brother's training.
It's actually his older brother. He's at Michigan State. So to have those guys around, like he pushes them. You can see in the workouts. It's great because they're gonna get after it. When we start going even further in this, we start playing ones and start doing that thing. Brother pushes each other more because it's what they do, right? It's my brother did to me. It's what he did, and he's a great basketball player too. And so it's fun to see both of them continue to get better, and I'm excited to have him down here.
He's been with me throughout the whole journey, just him continuing to support me and be by my side every step of the way. It means a lot to me.
Who can play under pressure?
This is pressure to you?
To you?
Nah, not to me.
Look at you playing computer defense.
Nobody playing computer defense.
It's probably the easiest game I ever played in my life. I'm so good at this game. I always win. One win don't determine his greatness,
Loser
baby.
mindset. This about to show.
That's not how KD play in real life.
Blame the user.
That's Kevin Durant, the best player ever.
Is that your go?
Me? My go to MJ.
Game change out. Dante. Yeah. Marco, scream, say Marco. All of that.
Watch this.
We don't celebrate, we get back. We get it back, we don't celebrate. Halftime interview, 21-19. He was talking hot because it was 7-13 and started the end of the first quarter. Game has changed around. He's getting a little tense right now.
D-Book just needs some Gatorade.
D-Book need Gatorade, supposedly.
Y'all share the room back home?
What is Jacob?
Yeah.
What's y'all neighborhood like where y'all grew up?
I mean,
Or probably say the Meadows.
probably.
I mean, it was just like the blood townhouses, but we played outside a lot.
I mean, but the
Other than
one.
that, we in the neighborhood when we was in Joliet, it was more we'd go outside, go like hoop. Nah, we was just more in the crib.
Yeah, we'd be in the house all day. That's actually how I got so good at the game. I'd be in there making 99 overall players, playing with them against the computer. Oh my God, it's Snatch Back.
Dude, get a J.
I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to bait me. But who plays sound with 2K?
What are you doing?
Last touch by Derival.
What? Give me that! You have the number 14 team in the country.
Excuses now. We compete, you know, it's that fine line of support and the competition all in one. So it's definitely been an experience, and we haven't worked out together in a while. So today was the first day, and we was finally able to get back at it.
For some prospects, it's less fun in games. After a strong senior year at SMU, Matt Cross is hoping to shine at the NBA Draft Combine and catch a team's attention.
You know, Matt is he's a football player, you know, that can play basketball.
He's a very good shooter. Seeing him shoot every day made me want to shoot better.
You know, Matt Cross is a worker. He's a grinder. He's quiet. He won't say much, but he's going to be there every time, working hard, you know, bringing the energy, you know, setting the tone, and just being physical and aggressive. So you can always rely on that.
When you see like New York City, like, does it feel much different than home or?
Yeah, a lot different. I mean, they're both in the Northeast and people think like Boston, New York, but no, it's way different. Like, I like it out here, but you know, I miss Boston, I miss home. But it's cool out here. I mean, there's a lot more to do, a lot of food. The workout's obviously better. I've lived in a few different cities, but this is definitely the most different out of all of them. Fast pace. I haven't been back home actually in a while because I came straight from school here, but I definitely miss back home. My dad, brother, and mom came out to see a couple of the workouts on a few days, so you know, they don't get to see the behind the scenes stuff all the time. They just see the game, so it's cool for them to see. Got them into the MBPA, which was cool because they're strict. You know, if you're not working out, you're not one of the guys working somebody out. It's tough to get in there, so it was cool that they allowed them to get in. And
I'll tell you this much. Why you can't get that nickname? Because I work for the players. I don't work for I gotta support the guys, not the teams.
Okay. It's cool though, because when Brown's coming back, hit him go.
Brown is back. What you mean, bro? The only person that will be up there will be either an NBA guy.
Jerry Jackson. Spartan dog.
You know what? The MBPA is 5 minutes away. Let's go there and shoot in the afternoon. It's good to be in here. It's good energy. They're around, just the MBPA association. They see certain people in here. It's a good environment. So it's not bad to change scenery for a little bit and give them a different look.
You think it's a difference working out in Lifetime and working out here?
I mean, there's definitely a different gym. It's more like smaller here.
Lucia, if you want to help Will, you can have Will too. Let's do that. Yeah. That, yeah. All right, we go. I'm here for the more support.
The pressure in this moment is real. Even the most talented can crack under the weight of what's at stake.
It's unique, the excitement of them being in this situation, but at the same time, like I said, the pressures of, on the unknowns.
Oh man, you see the way. I got the NBA draft coming. My dreams is to play in the NBA. That's what we're about, teaching you how to handle the pressure, prepare you how it's gonna be. So mentally, you already know what's gonna be there. All you gotta do is just relax.
I'll describe this period of my life as kind of like uncertain. Like you really don't know what's to come. It's been kind of huge right now, just remain faith, because that kind of would bring you to the moment. It's been good though. I've enjoyed my time in New York City, having good work, getting good work in the gym every day, and grateful for the opportunity and being okay with, knowing that anything is possible and accepting, what's at stake. But, it's an exciting and fun process. I'm grateful to be in it.
I felt a little pressure, not knowing what's to come and potentially what team I could go to and a situation I could be in. But just continuing to ask the men above just to continue to look over me and continue to help put me in the right position.
I think the biggest thing is like the guys that do the best, they don't worry about what they can't control. Because there's just so many other factors that are out of your hands. All you can really do is go in there and put your best foot forward and be who you are. So I think the guys that really do the best are ones that focus on that. And they're really grounded, they know who they are, they know what they're capable of. And they say, you know what, I'm gonna go out there and just put my best forward, and that's what it's gonna be.
So the expectations of where they're gonna be, what's next for them is, for the first time, is completely out of control. It's a new experience for them, and I'm sure there's a ton of pressure. It was when I was going through it. That part hasn't changed. But it's job interviews, and that's why we're in here every day doing what we do, is to get them ready for those. What do you need the answers to the tests? You have those answers now. Now you will dominate those tests. So if we can continue to put these guys and do it every day on this court, then when they go to other places, they're going to be ready to dominate.
I always say to the prospects, you're here for a reason. Like, you're here for who you are already. So coming in there and being, being focused, doing a great job with your interviews. So I think just being mentally prepared. And then enjoying the process of it. It is a grind. You've got all these workouts. If you're not competitive, you're gonna wear down. But if you actually like to compete, you enjoy competing, then you look at each team as a game, and that's a great way to approach it.
My goals and aspirations are, I want to be one of the best point guards to ever play the game of basketball. I'm gonna put in the work. I'm gonna be a Hall of Famer. We want to be one of the greats. And I kind of want to die. I don't want to die like a legend.
Yeah, there are a lot of different mindsets and perspectives that go into this process, man. It can be changed on a daily basis. We all human and we all have feelings and emotions. A lot of it all comes down to acceptance. Nobody's accidentally there. So, the more you can accept that and come to terms with it, and then look at it as an opportunity to go at it with the best and to realize, how good you are as a player too, is really important to, keep your confidence and build yourself up to, realize and know that you really do belong. Everybody feels doubt. It just comes with the life we choose. So, the more you can train to deal with it, the better you'll be with dealing with it going down the road.